The last thing we wanted to do in terms of celebrating some things, some milestones, we had intended tonight, one of our principals who actually retired at 35 years with KSA 15 years ago and continued work as an associate, is this year passing his 50th year with KSA, if you can believe that. Most of this room is below 50, and that's Ross Runnels. Due to some very recent health problems, Ross is in California at the moment and not able to be here this weekend. We wanted to go ahead and have the tribute to Ross. It's being videotaped and will be sent to him. And Butch Price, who worked with Ross quite closely over many of those 50 years, maybe half of them, I guess, given Butch's relative youth, will have a few things to say. Butch, could you come up and do that?
You know, 50 years with any company is a remarkable record. And Ross Runnels is truly a remarkable person. For any of us who have had the opportunity to know him, I know that all of you would feel that same sentiment about Ross. He joined KSA in 1948, fresh out of Cornell University. He worked in the New York area for most, if not all, of his career, rose to the rank of vice president, and as Dave mentioned about 15 years ago, moved to associate status. Those 50 years represent a remarkable record in that he has worked longer and served longer for KSA than any other individual in our history, including Kurt. But longevity is only a part of that story. I think the real key is the quality of the individual and the quality of the life that he provided and the service he provided to KSA. And KSA gained a great deal from Ross Runnels, both in terms of our colleagues, our clients, and our overall service and practice. I think there's several things qualitatively that are very important about Ross. He's a very tall person. Those of you who have met him know he's about 6'5", and while he is remarkably tall, he's very short on ego. That's never been something that mattered to him. But he's very long on patience, empathy, professionalism, good humor, positive attitude, and he always has a genuine willingness to help. He's been a great teacher, mentor, and a confidant to literally dozens of KSA consultants over the years. Many of us have been helped by Ross during that time frame. He knows how to lay out the facts, he knows how to show the right and the real choices, and then he lets you make the decision. Seeing him in action with a difficult client is a true education and an art. His tough negotiating skills made him the logical choice for many of our most difficult assignments. I know 3 or 4 years ago, Ross and I worked very closely on a very difficult assignment for a client who was involved in litigation with an agency of the government. And as part of that, he and I worked together for many weeks putting together the information for the testimony. And I was selected to give the testimony. And after 8 hours on the stand, if you can imagine going through 8 hours with lawyers asking you every question conceivable, you can imagine how you might feel. So I trudged my way home after that session, and in a few weeks received in the mail a sterling silver platter from Ross, and all it said on the back was, "Great job, best regards, Ross." That's the kind of guy Ross is. For many years, until 1962, he was the voice of KSA. With articles, because of his engaging personality, he represented KSA with the press and associations. He was also account executive for Hart, Schaffner & Marks, which was at that time our largest client and certainly represented a major element of the tailored clothing industry, which at that point was also our largest segment. He provided voiceovers on a series of KSA movies that we made back then. These were training films because he had a great voice. These were the do-it-yourself days before we had all of the modern types of demonstrations that you've seen tonight. And he would lay in the soundtrack when we were trying to put together something for a training method on a two-hand pickup for a side seaming operation. He also pushed hard to hold staff meetings in the 60s, and that was no easy task for a company that tripled in size in 5 years. Some of that may sound familiar based on what we heard today. In the picture you see right here, Ross is the fellow in the light suit there between Roy Ingman and Dean Vogt, slightly right of the center. In his leisure time, Ross has always fancied beaches, convertibles, and large white poodles named Brummel and Farfel. He's been very active in horse shows, as well as in building and selling beach houses in the Hamptons. And that's where he spent much of his time. He also had a second home down in Miami until recently. As Dave mentioned, unfortunately, Ross is not with us tonight due to health reasons, but we have commissioned on his behalf a special one-of-a-kind glass sculpture, which we'll be taking to him next week in California. This sculpture shows a rendition of Ross all the way built down, including the glasses, which I'm not sure you can see in the sculpture. These were provided by photographs that Ruth Williams and Bill Williams sent to us. Also a horse, which was one of his loves, and Farfel, his favorite dog. And that's all built to scale based on the pictures that were sent. We're also going to take with him and send to him our love and sincere thanks for all of his contributions to KSA over a truly memorable 50-year period. He always stood tall, and he helps us to do the same, for which we as a company are forever grateful. Ross, all the best, and thank you.
Hello Ross, just wanted to congratulate you on your 50th. Seems like yesterday we were together in Brookfield Clothes, but it was 1972 by my reckoning. I'd been with the firm 24 months and you've been about 24 years. I learned so much from the way you handled that client, the support you gave me. I came fresh out of a week's training on MU in Atlanta and was straight into a tailored clothing cutting room, and you acted as if I was an expert in front of the client and when we were on our own, and gave me a great deal of confidence. Really enjoyed it. So just wanted to say thank you. And I never really had the chance to thank you in this way face to face. Maybe I'll get a chance to do that in the next few months. But thanks a lot. It's really great help that you gave me, and a great foundation from the beginning of my career. So best of luck, and be seeing you.
Hey Ross, we're really sorry that you didn't stay a few more weeks here in Miami. You're missing a great party, and the only one missing is you, and we wish you were here, and we wish you the best, and Miriam and I will be calling you in the next few weeks. Take care.
Hey Ross, we really miss you here because I really look forward to seeing you. It's been a while since I've seen you since last time, and I hope that we can be in touch in the next few weeks because I'm retired and you're retired and we need to see each other. But hope everything's well with you today, and take care.
Hi Ross, sorry you can't join us tonight. You're always so upbeat and fun to be around. It would have been great. I remember the first time we got together, I think, was in Rector, Arkansas, and it seems like you were account executive for probably the first 3 years of my career of KSA and 90% of my engineering career. It was great working with you and seeing how you are able to work with clients and lead them into the right direction. So we wish you all the best, and hope to see you again soon.
Hey Ross, it's Jerry Armfield. I'm sorry you're not here with us this beautiful night, and but we're all thinking about you, Ross, and certainly would like to talk to you. If you have a chance, give us a call in Greensboro, and certainly hope you handling this situation. I know it's tough, and we're thinking about you and praying for you, Ross. Take care.
Hi, Ross. You've got the whole gang here. wanting to say hi, wish you were here, thinking about you. Hope you're enjoying the San Francisco weather, and really wish we could see you here.
Russ, we're freezing our butts off out here. Florida is not supposed to be like this. Wish you were with us, missing you. Bye.
Hi,
Hey
Ross.
Ross, since we moved to Atlanta, we didn't get a chance to see you often. I hope you enjoyed the Bay Area. We certainly did when we lived there. I hope you're well, and wish you could be with us.
Hi, Ross.
Hey.
We're missing you. We went to an alligator farm this afternoon, and I overcame my hate of reptiles.
She's not pointing at me.
No. But I did have a swim in the pool this morning, and it was freezing cold. It was colder than on Long Island.
They had an alligator, Ross, named Snappy, and she preferred him to Bill.
Ross, hugs and kisses and best wishes.
Ross, we wish you were here. Maybe in 3 years you'll join us then.
Take care.
Ross, is that you? Here we are. None of us, all your old pals from KSA, and none of us were invited to the principals meeting in Miami this weekend, so we decided we would come to Atlanta and have our own meeting in your honor. We know that you were saluted at the principals meeting in Miami, and we have our own special salute for you, and we're doing it from the beautiful garden room of the Ullman residence overlooking high above the beautiful downtown Atlanta area.
Overlooking the carport.
You, my friend, are the major reason that we got together here for Lox and Bagels at Evelyn's Groaning Board, and thank you for that. Thank you, Ross. And now we have individual messages for you. Naturally, they all have the same theme, right?
Sorry we can't be with you in person. We're certainly with you in spirit. And this morning I woke up thinking about the first time I met you and the last time I saw you. First time I think was in Monticello, Mississippi in 1952 while I was single. And the last time was in September or October with Evelyn. I was married, obviously. And Ross, I could hardly tell the difference. You're just the same guy, same steady, good-looking, solid guy you always were, with a wonderful sense of humor and loyal friendship. And we loved seeing you and hope we'll see you again soon.
The reason I'm here is we came down to visit our daughter Amanda this weekend, and Joe tried to take advantage of the occasion to do a little taping on KSA's history, and he asked me to help him out with that, and that's why I'm here. So have a good week.
Why are you here, Susan?
Well, the reason that I'm here is probably strictly Ross's doing, because he was the nicest guy I ever met at a party that I went to, given by one of the old KSA people where I knew no one.
Abby Schwartz.
Abby Schwartz.
Oh my goodness.
And you were kind and pleasant, and I thought that you were a great guy then, and I'm sure that now.
I'm Jarnetta, in case you don't remember me, but it's been a long time since I've seen you. I do remember that you were on my first date with Freddie, along with Dean and Kurt.
Blind date at top of the six.
We stayed at his house, too.
That's
On
right.
the
beach.
Right, we did. That was sometime later.
When you had one child.
2.
Two? Okay.
Yeah. Wish we could see you again pretty soon.
Hi, Ross. I'm so thrilled that we got to see you last fall, and I hope we will get to see you again. You're one of my very favorite people, and I feel so happy that you're my friend.
Hi, Ross. It's Rita. It was wonderful to see you last summer. Enjoyed having lunch with you, and I have very fond memories of you leaving your first, I don't know if it was your first, but one of your big dogs with us, and I was scared to death. But thanks, it's been wonderful. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, Ross. I'd like to tell about one time you let your hair down. I guess that's not appropriate. Because you're always so professional and stately and well-dressed. But I'll never forget a party we had up on 81st and Lex. Had great parties up there. One of Jim Giddings' friends passed out. We found him the next day in the closet. But all of a sudden, I was sitting in the living room, and here comes Audrey, this big, tall, 6-foot blonde gal with no shoes on, and leapt over a chair. And right behind her was Ross, chasing her. Ross leapt over a chair, and right behind Ross was Brummel, his dog, leapt over a chair.
The word integrity is used a lot in KSA, and when I think of you and Turby as the two people where that word really stands out. I think you and Turby really epitomize that.
Hey Ross, this is Ken. You may not recognize the accent. It's new. We think about some memories, and mine will always go back to who was the guy that I wanted to come and help me out when I'd screwed up. And that was always Ross Runnels. And I think it was typified by your famous encounter one time with one of the fellows at Hart's when we were wanting to buy a piece of equipment, and the fellow said, well, what do we do if it doesn't work? And you said, well, we'll put it in the basement with all the other stuff. It didn't work. So, best wishes, Ross, from Viv and I.
Hello, Squire. I'm going to close it out, I guess, for this group. Okay, I'm not going to close it out.
I get the last word.
You get the last word. Okay. We all wish you, obviously, good wishes on the West Coast. And I will just simply close by saying the same thing that Garrison Keeler would say, and that is, be well, do good work, and stay in touch.
Gee, once again, Jack Johnson has taken the words out of my mouth. Ross, there's thousands of things that I could recollect about our friendship over the years, and the most important thing is you rescued me, and I am forever grateful to you for that. But the second thing is you provided a sounding board for my frustrations when Dean didn't understand what I was trying to do, and Jack didn't understand, and you did. And then you counseled me, forget it. The best of luck to you.